Hi, this is Indraneel and you are watching Business Bytes in our channel The Spotlight, India's first online business news channel. In today's Business Bytes, first news we have India and the US are expected to announce a mini trade deal soon. Second news we have the launch of a pilot program for a new kind of golden visa by the UAE is a new buzz in the social media. Third news we have NPCI started offering incentives to banks to push RuPay credit cards. Fourth news we have Chennai-based Syrma SGS Technology to invest 1,800 crore to set up India's largest PCB unit in Andhra Pradesh. And fifth news we have over 60% of ride-hailing platform Uber customers in India are opting for 2 and 3-wheelers. In first news, India and the US are expected to announce a mini trade deal soon. The bilateral trade agreement between India and the US, which had been announced by the Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi and US President Mr. Donald Trump earlier this year, is expected to be firmed up in phases as India and the US are close to signing a trade deal after the announcement of new reciprocal tariffs of 25 to 40% on imports from 14 countries including Bangladesh, Malaysia, Japan, Thailand and South Korea, warning that any retaliation would attract even higher US tariffs. Reciprocal tariffs of 26% announced on Indian goods had been paused till 9th July except for a 10% baseline tariff imposed on all goods from most countries. India and the US aim to conclude the first part of the bilateral trade agreement by September to October with the broader aim of more than doubling bilateral trade to $500 billion by 2030. The US was India's largest trading partner for the fourth straight year in financial year 2025, when bilateral trade amounted to $131.84 billion. Exports to the US increased by 11.6% to $86.51 billion, while imports rose by 7.4% to $45.33 billion. And the US administration is looking at duty concessions on certain industrial goods, automobiles, wine, petrochemicals, dairy, and some of the farm products. Indian negotiators were in Washington for over a week recently to discuss an interim deal, while sensitive issues related to agriculture and dairy may be discussed later, when as of now the focus is on industrial goods. In second news, the launch of a pilot program for a new kind of golden visa by the UAE is a new buzz in the social media. A wide-ranging media reports in India have said UAE is piloting a new kind of golden visa, while there have been no reports in the UAE media or in the Emirates news agency, which disseminates all official notifications when investment visas and residency programs have been lapped up with great zeal by well-heeled Indian citizens in recent years. While controversial, such visa programs have become a common route for wealthy families globally to relocate for tax, lifestyle, education, and other reasons. Therefore, the prospect of a lifetime visa to enable relocation to Dubai, a city of choice for many at the price of roughly 23 lakhs, seemed too good to be true. The GDRFA, that is General Directorate of Residency and Foreigners Affairs Dubai, don't have any information on this, when it all started with a story disseminated widely that claimed a new kind of golden visa was being piloted by UAE for India and Bangladesh, which would dramatically lower the financial outlay from about 4 crore of investment to a mere 23 lakh. The UAE Golden Visa also offered a path through real estate investment as well as job creation by investing in business, and this route, which required an investment of 2 million dirham or more than 4.66 crore, helped Dubai developers market high-value properties as Golden Visa eligible. But the nomination-based route, which recognizes an individual's ability to contribute to the economy of the UAE and does not require any financial investment, has existed from the beginning of the Golden Visa program in 2019 and is entirely granted at the discretion of the UAE government. In third news, NPCI started offering incentives to banks to push RuPay credit cards. National Payments Corporation of India, that is NPCI, has started offering financial incentives to banks to push RuPay credit cards to their customers in a bid to promote homegrown payment methods, when the incentive is paid from the fee that RuPay levies on banks for credit card transactions. While global card schemes, Visa and MasterCard already offered such incentives, when for NPCI this marks a significant departure from its earlier approach of providing attractive settlement rates to banks. RuPay credit cards is existing for several years, while their popularity up after the Reserve Bank of India in 2022 permitted linking these cards with NPCI-operated smartphone-based payment mode Unified Payment Interface, that is UPI, which allowed consumers to make UPI payments with their RuPay credit cards, when this facility is still not available on Visa and MasterCard credit cards. NPCI is India's government-run umbrella organization for retail payments and settlement, is directly challenging Visa and MasterCard to capture a larger share in India's fast-growing credit card industry. As of May 2025, there were around 111 million credit cards in circulation, which is up from 55 million in December 2019. In recent months, large banks have aggressively issued both co-branded and standard RuPay credit cards, when major consumer brands including PhonePe, Flipkart-backed Super.Money and Tata Neu have launched RuPay-powered co-branded credit cards over the past 1 to 2 years to target UPI-linked spending, when RuPay's credit card market share in terms of the number of cards issued grew to 12% in 2024 from 3% in 2023. In fourth news, Chennai-based Syrma SGS Technology to invest 1,800 crore to set up India's largest PCB unit in Andhra Pradesh. Chennai-based electronics manufacturing services firm Syrma SGS Technology is looking to invest 1,800 crore to set up India's largest multi-layer printed circuit board, that is PCB, and copper-clad laminate, that is CCL manufacturing unit in Andhra Pradesh, where the integrated manufacturing facility is looking to be commissioned by 2026-27 and is expected to be located in Naidupeta near Tirupati district to capitalize on the close proximity to Chennai, which is considered to be an established hub for electronics manufacturing. For this project, Syrma SGS is looking to partner with South Korean firm Shinhayap Electronics, which will bring its technological expertise to the venture, while the company have applied for approval under the government's component PLI, that is Production Linked Incentive Scheme. Shinhayap Electronics is primarily engaged in the manufacturing of PCBs for automobile electronics equipments, home electronics appliances, IT and medical services, when Syrma SGS has been engaged in advanced discussions with the Andhra Pradesh government to secure incentives including capital subsidy, electricity duty incentives and skilling incentives. The investment is going to have an integrated manufacturing approach, as in addition to producing multi-layered PCBs, Syrma SGS will manufacture CCL, which is a fundamental raw material for PCB production, when the backward integration could reduce dependency on imports and ensure a stable, cost-effective supply chain for advanced PCBs within India. And in fifth news, over 60% of ride-hailing platform Uber customers in India are opting for 2- and 3-wheelers. Uber, which leads India's ride-hailing market, employs about 1.4 million driver partners, which is up from 1 million in 2024, reflecting steady demand growth, when more than 60% of Uber customers in India are currently opting for 2- and 3-wheelers, which is marking a shift in consumer mobility preferences from passenger vehicles. In India, more than 3 out of every 5 trips are now on 2-wheelers or 3-wheelers, which is a key driver of this transition is growing demand for affordable and flexible transport, especially in congested urban and semi-urban areas, when categories like intercity, airport travel and premium offerings are also seeing massive growth, supported by new product innovations and affordability features. Even as it expands into multiple use cases, Uber's electrification efforts have remained modest. The company operates 25,000 electric vehicles across 2-, 3- and 4-wheeler categories, comprising less than 2% of its 1.4 million active vehicles in India, as there are hurdles including high financing cost, uncertain residual value of EVs, and inadequate charging infrastructure as key challenges. And to navigate these challenges, Uber is partnering with institutional fleet operators who invest in vehicles and charging networks. India is Uber's third largest market globally by volume. To drive further growth, the company has started new services such as Uber for Seniors and Uber Pet, besides affordability features like Wait and Save. When Uber Green service, which offers EV rides, is currently operational in only 3 Indian cities. So these were the top 5 business newses from Business Bytes in our channel The Spotlight, India's first online business news channel. I would like to request you to please subscribe this channel so that you can have all the updates from our end. Thank you very much for watching Business Bytes and signing it off.